Every Saturday is Catterday on Echoplex Media, and not only are we posting fucking cats, we invite all content creators to join our open panel. Visit echoplexmedia.com/panel to learn how to join. Every third Saturday is Operation Catterday, where we cover this week and last year and play the best clips from the cast of conspiracy characters that Now Space has learned to loathe. The show starts at 8 p.m. Pacific at twitch.tv/echoplexmedia. Find our full schedule at echoplexmedia.com.
Shakes as the bass creates a space where your past is discarded. A pretty thing like you should never look so blue. Come on, the night's just started. 150 people in this house, but if you follow me, I'll get you the best seats. 150 people in this house.
Right, it's Tuesday night, and tonight it's you, it's me, it's Local Love, it's Echoplex Media, and we got a special guest here in the building tonight. We got Matthew Torres. How you doing, man?
I am doing well.
Excellent.
And I'm glad to be here.
Thank you for making the trip out. We appreciate that. I'm gonna go ahead and just get right into it. How'd you find out about Local Love?
So I'm in a band called the Celestics, and we're just starting out.
Cool.
Just getting some practices. We have our first show coming on December 4th. And one of the band members shared a post on a Facebook group about some place looking for local bands to play, and it was y'all.
Nice.
And so I followed up right away. I was like, I want to play there. Give me there.
Right on, man. Well, yeah. For those of you who are maybe new to the show or just happen to be tuning in, this is a weekly show. We feature local music from all over the Bay Area, all types of different musicians. And you can check out our 24-hour stream if you go to echoplexmedia.com/radio or easily eplex.xyz. And you can see almost our entire library. You can shuffle through all sorts of different songs. You can find out more songs and more artists, and you can then go on your own little internet journey to search and follow them more. Where can people find you?
I'm on Instagram, Matt Torres Music. I thought it was really clever to like condense it, MATT, and then right into my last name, skipping one of the T's.
Yeah.
But then it just led to a lot of people on Insta Live saying, Torres, Matters. So anyway, Matt Torres Music, and then Matthew Torres and all the streamings and everything.
Great. How long have you been at it?
So,
Oh, you can swear here. Yeah, you can say
fantastic.
shit. It's okay.
But now I'm
mind.
like uncomfortable to swear now that I'm allowed to. I'm like I started playing back in high school, and I can actually remember the moment I was in a like super angsty teenager state, listening to Korn, Coldplay, and Radiohead in my 3-disc CD changer.
Oh, nice.
And it wasn't moody enough. And I remember realizing, I have to write the music I need to hear. And so since then, I've just been writing. In recent years, I've been really jumping into it.
That's cool. Well, I was kind of stalking through your Bandcamp a little bit, and I was listening to some of your stuff over on Spotify and checking out a lot of the different. You cover a lot of ground musically.
Yeah, I used to feel self-conscious about the spread of sound that I make, and then I've actually over time found an audience that loves that. Like has specifically told me, I love the variety. I'm so excited. I don't know what you're going to show next. Is it a really pretty jazzy guitar thing? Is it rock? Is it something that should cinematically support a movie?
Yeah.
Is it electronic? Just whatever. And that feels good to my soul. That's what I want to write.
That's cool.
Everything.
And plus, it's good to just not paint yourself in a corner, in my opinion. You know, like you don't want to just be like. There's a few bands, and I love a few bands, but like some of their songs, there's one artist in particular that he always uses the same chord structure, or sometimes I can tell that he's still playing in the same chord structure, and then he just transposes it in post, and I'm like, I see what you're doing, but
right?
you know,
like not even throwing shade on like anyone's path or craft, but not for me.
Yeah.
Right. Not for my ears. Not for my hands. I like the variety.
So you do the independent project, and then you also have the other band?
Yeah, the Celestics, we're starting out. I have my own music, and then my friends and I were trying to build a company called Songable, where we just write nonstop all the time. So we're like, can we sell this? Can we like put this places to actually do something? So we work with singers and rappers, and also just write our own music nonstop.
Oh, that's cool.
So got that going too.
So we kind of know the kind of music that you make. What would maybe be something that someone is surprised to hear that you listen to?
Oh,
like if you are ever in a conversation with somebody like, oh, actually, I really like blank. Like, what usually catches people off guard?
Oh, yeah. I feel like because of how I present and what I write, people might assume I don't really listen to any pop. So I think it would actually be pop music.
Cool.
Like that I enjoy. I don't know about the later Justin Timberlake, but like earlier Justin Timberlake.
Oh, hell yeah.
I like it.
I work as a DJ, and so like you throw in some of that, like the earlier 2000s Justin Timberlake and everything like that. It's gonna get a dance floor going.
We got Timbaland on it, like of course.
Yeah,
it's great. Or what else? Oh my gosh, there's a band that flashed. Okay, some people still give me shit, which they should not. But of course, the first couple albums from Linkin Park, like it's a non-discussion.
Okay. Yeah,
it's just some of the best ever. But yeah, I think pop, just general pop stuff that I enjoy.
That's cool.
But also, I love all my indie shenanigans.
Nice. Well, so I've got quite a handful of music here. What would be if you could pick a song to introduce our listeners to, like the first song that we're going to introduce your music to them? What would you pick?
Ooh, okay. I'm looking at the list. I'm laughing at Sax Excuse Me, because it's just a recent beat that I forgot I made and found, and it was very juicy. But if we're introducing the peoples to my, I'm gonna have to go with my recent single, because that one is just super fun. Could have told you that.
Awesome. All right. Well, this is Could Have Told You That by our special guest tonight, Matthew Torres. Stay tuned, share the stream, and enjoy this song. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
complicated, then are we really trying? Are we really trying? You say I'm being stupid and I don't think you're wrong. I am part ghost and part corporeal, and generally more present than I'd like to be. I guess I could have told you that I'm still just working things out, yeah. And I know you're thinking the same thing. It's okay to know what you want. I guess I could have told you that I'm still just working things out. I know you're thinking the same things. Why you said it's okay to know what you want and what you don't want. Okay, it's okay, it's okay to know what you want. It's okay, it's okay to know what you want. It's okay, it's okay to know what you want. It's okay, it's okay to know what you want.
That was Could Have Told You That by our in-studio guest tonight, Matthew Torres. Wanted to give a quick thank you to 16 Tones for gifting a sub in the chat. If you're not part of our Twitch chat, you should definitely join the party. If you're listening live, then, oh, wow, 2 of them. Wow. Well, holy shit. The chat is a cool place to be. But Matthew, that was a really cool song. I like that.
Thank you.
So for your independent project, like, do you still have other musicians that you work with, or do you record everything yourself? What's your usual process?
It's been a combination. More recently, I've had friends who have been gracious enough to learn my songs, and that one was recorded at Tiny Telephone in San Francisco before it closed. And a friend helped me engineer it and master it. So a lot of friend help on these projects.
That's really cool.
And for the most part, working with people.
Nice. Now, as far as most of your other projects, are they all? Do you have like a recording people that you usually work with, or do you do the home studio thing as well, or what's?
Yep. When I've gotten really serious about a few previous projects, I went to the studio, but now my skills and my workstation is like, it's good enough in this era. I have a mic, I have an interface, I have like the programs on Logic Pro, and like it's fine enough for me to send whatever I record at home to a professional mixing engineer. But the skill, from what I've heard, when a professional touches a mix and masters it, like that is some magical stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
So I let them do it.
As far as like platforms that you're on, because I know that you're on Spotify, you're on Bandcamp, you're on things like that. Do you have one that you prefer over the other, or are you kind of just happy that it's out there?
Okay, I don't know shit about shit. So I support each person having their preference of a platform.
Mm-hmm.
I found Spotify, like, for my own self years ago, like close to like 2011-ish.
Okay.
And so I've just used it since then because I finally had the option to listen to a bunch of music and skip around because I'm very picky. And I don't want to waste my time. Like, as soon as I'm done hearing something I don't like, I can't do the Pandora, like, limited skips or anything.
Musical ADD, I like to call it.
And they're Discover Weekly.
Mm-hmm.
is pretty rad. So
Have you
Anyone-
ever like gone on your own music's radio and like been pretty happy with the other stuff that it kind of groups you with, or?
my partner did that for like 1 or 2 of my songs and said it was amazing. I still haven't done it.
Oh yeah.
My
So-
bad. I'm sorry.
It's
I know it sounds good, and I know she's listening and probably going like, "You bitch."
Well, so where are you based out of?
I'm in Oakland right now,
Okay.
right by Lake Merritt,
Nice.
and it's been really fun. There's a community called Beer and Beats that meets up somewhere in the area every Tuesday, and that's been a big part of connecting to the larger music community.
That's
So
cool.
anyone listening who's over there, definitely show up, check it out.
Is it a live? Is it like a live meetup sort of thing, or
Yeah,
is
you
it
can go in person, and they have virtual that started up because of pandemicies times.
Cool. Well, let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and play another song we got here.
Another.
What would you say about? I'm losing it.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Give us a little intro for the song.
So, a few of the tracks like "Could Have Told You That," "Escape Velocity," "Kissing Palms," "Ill's Descent." These are songs on Spotify. All the other ones are just loops that I made that I think sound really cool. So here's one of those loops of me playing some rock.
Nice. Well, this is something I can relate to. I'm losing it. And we're back. That was I'm losing it by our in studio guest tonight, Matthew Torres.
Lol, lost it.
I dig it, man. Like that, like for me, yeah, definitely like sounded like some video game music or just something to even like drive to. I dig that shit. So
Yeah, it's so fun. I'm working on. I didn't think to share them with y'all. But I have some sludge metal or sludge rock I'm working on.
Mhm.
Ugh. Oh, it's gonna be so great. Just
as far as like your musical background, what kind of music did like your parents listen to, and do you think that maybe had any influence on the music that you create or that you started following, or were you just
So-
kind of like out there?
my dad shared like some music like that he listened to, and he liked just some of the classic pop stuff from when they grew up, so 60s, 70s stuff.
Cool.
My mom is is the musician, and she would often go to my room to play guitar, and she would be playing just classic folk songs. And so I grew up with really beautiful singing and guitar playing, and eventually it kind of just I wanted to sing with her. I wanted to play. Um, and my brother was also into music, and he listened to a lot of modern music scores. So a lot of just I don't know how to describe it, but it's like music that high school bands would play,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
or junior high bands would play, like scores. But and a lot of trumpet concertos and Latin music. So I grew up with an interesting variety of pop and modern score. And then my friends helped me connect with all the indie stuff that I now live by.
That's great. What was your first instrument?
Ooh, I would say I can't actually remember. I had the guitar in my hand. Piano. That's right.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, I started tinkering on the keys, and then guitar shortly after.
Cool. Well, when did you like first join a band? Like, was that or did you start out kind of doing like the independent thing and then eventually join other projects, or?
I remember back in high school, I had some friends who were also starting to get into music and was just doing my own thing. And my friend Aaron and I, the one I'm doing Songable with, we joined a few different bands back in the day, and did a lot of that. It was hard for me to feel confident enough to like tell people to learn my music, even though I'm just gonna be straight up. I often thought my stuff was better than a lot of my friends. I'm just like for real, keeping it real right now. But always very timid, never felt like enough. And more recently, I've been owning the space of like, no, I'm proud of what I write.
I think it's
And-
tough for like a lot of artists really to just be like, actually, I am the shit, you know, like
Yeah.
like because it's yeah, no, I feel you there.
And the combo for me in particular was I wasn't pop enough for my pop leaning friends who were like, we're learning John Mayer, okay? And I wasn't indie enough for my friends who were like, no, like it just has to be weird and that's what it is. And I was like, well, neither of those are actually how I write. I kind of just dance wherever I want to go. So embracing
cool.
it now feels good.
So if you couldn't play music, what do you think you would do to occupy your time?
Die. I would probably do more performing arts of some kind.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would do literally acting, but something that has some type of big expressive aspect to it. Because, yeah, that's what I love doing. Love just thinking of goofy shit
Cool.
and serious shit.
As far as if you can remember, do you remember the first album that you ever purchased, like
Yeah.
with your own money,
100%.
Yeah.
Okay, with my own money, that's okay.
or just
I
fuck it,
consider-
first album you ever purchased that you chose, like you consciously chose to buy this album?
Okay, someone wrote in the chat screenwriting, and that is, like, I'm writing a horror movie with my friends, so that is true. I'd probably
Oh.
be doing that.
I know somebody who would be really stoked on
Ooh.
seeing a horror movie.
It's about haunted houses in the Bay Area, and it's about gentrification and class and anyway. I consider my parents my money. All right, their money, my money when I was a kid, and the first album that I got was "When Disaster Strikes" by Busta Rhymes.
Oh no
Busta.
shit. Okay,
Busta Rhymes.
I would have not expected that, but that's dope. I love.
Oh yeah.
I'm a big hip hop guy, so I'm about that. Well, as far as like, is there maybe like an instrument or a piece of gear or something that you feel like you couldn't live without going forward as a musician? Is there something that you feel like you? I swear by this piece of machinery. I swear by this piece of equipment.
Like, and not talking about guitar or piano, like something else.
yeah, like because you mentioned like you got an interface and stuff like that. Like, do you have any? Do you have any tech that you're partial to? We're
I
big
will
tech heads over here.
I will tell you, I'm not very good at tech stuff. I'm just starting to get into the pedal world. But what I can tell you is any device that lets me record. So my phone, that's mostly where I record my ideas. But if I can have something that helps me save my ideas, I'm good. It could be the nicest thing, it could be the shittiest thing, but that has been a gold mine for me to have recordings all the way back to like 2011, 10, even before that. And every so often I'll look back and I'll realize I wrote one of the coolest things I've ever heard in my life, but it was just a random idea I had 12 years ago.
For sure.
So,
Are there any of the songs that you've maybe like that you originally created a long time ago, but then you released it on a more recent album?
that song we just, not the I'm losing it one, but the Could Have Told You That.
Mhm.
I even forgot this. That is a riff that I wrote in a different key when I was in a band called Boxes with my friend Lindsay back in college in like 2009 or 10. And I love that riff so much, I shifted the key to something that was easier for me to sing, and it became this song. And then another song that again, 2009, I remember recording it in my bathroom late at night at UC Davis, turned into a song that I'm making with Mandy Groves, a singer I work with, a friend of mine. So, yeah, save your stuff, save your art, go back to it, check it out. It's my recommendation to all the children's.
Well, go ahead and pick the next song that we're going to play for our audience here.
The chat has chosen
Ooh.
Saxcuse Me.
All right.
Let's show another side of me.
Cool. Well, we're about to see a whole nother side of Matthew Torres. Stay tuned. That was some Fuego Land right there. So go ahead and tell the story behind Fuego Land for everybody in the chat.
So I've been trying to push Fuego Land, and some people liked this exact song I posted, and people were like, oh, this is great. And I was like, yeah, it took me to Fuego Land, and no one responded to me at all. And then I told my friend Mandy about it, and she laughed in my face. And well, here we are now in Fuego Land. One ticket, one way you can never leave, actually.
Once you're there, you're stuck there. Well, so do you got any shows coming up? Do you do shows just under like the Matthew Torres name, or do you have groups that you like to work with?
Listen to me right now. I want to play more shows.
Yeah.
If you're someone out there who wants my sound at your shows, I want to play those shows. And I'm sorry for being so intense. I'm actually creeping myself out. But
all good.
I want to play more shows. I have the Solistics show coming up. I'm going to play a farmer's market in December. I forget which one. It's either Newark or Hayward. I think Newark. I can't remember. I think I have other ones coming up. I've been really bad about tracking, but yes.
For sure. Our chat now has a command, so you can, if you call out Fuego Land, it's now going to say, here we are now in Fuego Land. One ticket. That's fucking great. Shout out to producer Dave. He's like on top of it tonight.
Damn. Thank you. That's rad.
So I love asking artists hypothetical questions, because I always feel like shoot for the stars and at least be happy when you land on the roof, you know?
Right.
But is there maybe an artist that you would really like to open for?
Oh my gosh.
Like who?
There's so many bands I would love to open for. Hiatus Coyote. That would be so much fun to open for them. I'd like to open for Shades, my friend's band, which I'm technically going to open for, I guess. I'd love to open for, some of the big legacy acts aren't hitting my mind. Like, I love Radiohead, but I'm not like, I don't know, so that doesn't land well, but I'd love to open for a big rock band. I can't, my brain blocked it out.
What about like a venue where you're like, I would really love to play here one day?
Greek Theater.
I had a feeling. East Bay guy, like, Greek theaters.
And the sound is not always, but often really, really good.
Yeah. Definitely.
Man, I'm like upset I didn't reflect on more bands that exist that I could open for.
Oh, it's okay. I mean, these questions just kind of come at you all. I've got 4 or 5 pages of like all sorts of different artist interview questions that I've either stolen from other interviews that I've listened to, or just kind of always thought it was cool to ask. One of my favorite hypotheticals to ask any artist is, let's just say I was to give you 10 grand to go spend on gear and gear alone. Like, could be instruments, could be tech, could be whatever. What do you think it's got to be towards your music project? What would you spend it on?
I would invest in crypto right now.
Yeah?
No. I would. Sorry. Just the word, like, Guitar Center just started an NFT. I'm going to invest in that. I would get some hardware.
Okay.
Like, I would update my computer so it's something that could actually handle the stuff that I want to do. And then I'd get some, I would have to ask my friends who know this stuff because I don't know it, some type of a thing that receives the stuff well. Not the interface, but like preamp. Is that what it's called? Maybe?
Probably.
Or I'd get some of those hardwares that would just make everything sound better.
Yep. The chat has confirmed it's definitely a preamp.
There it is.
I'm more of a talker than knower of names of specific tech.
Buy a picture of a guitar for, actually, I mean, that's a good story. I might get famous for it, and then I get even more money. So,
is there like an instrument that you can't play but you wish you could?
That I wish I could. The trumpet.
Okay.
The trumpet. I don't know why I'm emphasizing it.
That's why would it be the trumpet? Is it more just like the sound, or is it just the skill it takes?
It was the first thing that came into my mind. And I think it's really cool, and it'd be rad to have. Okay, actually, maybe a softer. The trumpet's kind of intense. I think I might want like an oboe or a French horn. I'd want because I like really soft sounds, so it'd be one of those two, so I could make really beautiful soft pad sounds.
Getting more onto like the creative side of things.
Yeah.
Is there maybe like a time of day that you find you're feeling the most creative?
Hey, right now with this dog, it's usually like 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4 a.m.
Yeah.
That's
like that time of the night where you should be going to bed and suddenly it's just like, fuck, now I've got all these ideas.
Oh my God.
I've been there. Oh my God. Well, let's go ahead and pick another song, and then we're going to get you all set up to do your live performance in studio.
Sweet.
Yeah, which one would you pick next?
Let's do Ill's Descent because I am going to play that one later, and it's going to be different. This is the full band version, but I'm going to play a kind of slower live version.
So this is the plugged version, and the unplugged version's coming up next.
Yerp.
Stay tuned to Local Love. If you're not already doing it, share the stream. And if you're listening to the podcast, share the fucking podcast. Let's go.
In the woods of Seattle, down in trees among the trees, just behaving like cattle. It's never good for you or me. And if you decide to settle, would you decide on me? 'Cause barely now am I able to I'm king of the world. Let's go to the bar, dance with the dead, late night after dark. I'm king of the world. Let's go to the bar, dance with the dead, late night after dark. On a 5-minute holiday, anyone can afford the break. And if it's bone, then we'll all just say, que sera, que sera, seray. And I'm king of the world. Let's go to the bar and dance with the dead, late night after dark. I'm king of the world. Let's go to the park and dance with the dead, late night after dark. I'm king of the world. Let's dance, let's get late night after dark. 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 Let's dance, let's dance.
That was Ill's Descent by our in-studio guest tonight, Matthew Torres. So if you are tuned in live right now, you're in for an extra special treat, because right now we've got a live in-studio performance by the man himself. Audience at home and in-studio audience, please give it up for Mr. Matthew Torres.
There it is. Oh. Wait for it. One of my cables is unsure about their feelings about me. But that's about to change. Hey there. Thank you for hanging out with me and for supporting local music and local people doing local things. I didn't really think that statement through. Here's a song called Vacancy Sign. And it goes like this. I'm really an open book. If you can read between the lines, I don't hide nothing unless I'm stuck inside my mind. But don't you worry about a thing right now. We'll talk later on. Unless the vacancy sign is on, then please check in. Yeah, please check in. Yeah, if the vacancy sign is on, then please check in. Yeah, please check in, check in. I wanna know why I'm so far from feeling like I'm close to you, and I don't got a way to put it nicely, so I guess I'll keep it short. And I'm sorry, sorry for the wasted time. But don't you worry about a thing right now. We'll talk later on. Unless the vacancy sign is on, then please check in. Yeah, please check in. Yeah, if the vacancy sign is on, then please check in. Yeah, please check in, check in. Ah, da 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 ya, da 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 ya. Da ya da 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 ya, da 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 ya da da da. Da ya da 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 ya, da 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 ya. Da ya da 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 ya da da. If the vacancy sign is on, then please check in. Yeah, please check in. Yeah, if the vacancy sign is on, then please check in. Yeah, please check in, check in, check in. Thank you, thank you. People should know there's a cute cat wandering about, inspecting things, about to jump into a box. I'm very excited about this. The cat's like looking around, like everyone's like, my brain stopped turning back on. So I'm gonna play more music. This song, the second verse has wordplay that I'm really proud of. It's a muscle memoriality check in less often. My defense is where I learned to live. And I used to listen to a lot of a rapper called Sage Francis, and he would do that all the time. I'm sure many rappers did it. I'm sure many poets and singers. But anyway, that's that one. And this is how it goes. But first, making sure I'm back in tune. There's a fan I have over in Russia. Her name's Regina, and she really likes this song, and she like learned it and sent me her version of it on piano. It's really beautiful. It's really cool. Writing something and you don't know who in the world it might connect with. So just do your art. Someone might find it. Betting for better days, 'cause I loved you in the moment, but not in the in between.
defense is where I learned to live, and I've got hours to watch reruns, hearing you say, I'm not in love with you anymore. Well, I'm not in love with you. Yeah, I'm not in love with you anymore. Well, I'm not in love with you. We are a match made, struck, burnt to fingertip, and I'll let this scar brush stroke to my self-portrait, 'cause a lonely love sickly, and I loved a picture of what I thought that we could be. Yeah, I loved you in the moment, but not in the in between. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. As long as the cat's not pissed. I just realized no one can hear what you said, but they can hear what I said. So to the audience, they're like, what's going on? In that song, I say, got hours to watch reruns, hearing you say, I'm not in love with you anymore. And I was dating someone who we weren't even at the I love you stage. And then she said that, and I remember thinking, that is the dumbest thing ever. Also, ouch. That also hurts the most. It was like both at the same time. So my response was, well, I'm not in love with you, in my head. I didn't say that to them. I wanted to be petty, but I didn't. Thank you for hanging out with me, for those who are still hanging out, and for all present here, of course. Earlier, a song was played called Ill's Descent. That's one of my songs doing pretty well on online. It's getting close to 200,000 streams, so that's like exciting. Thank you. And this is the original version. That's a version I rewrote. My friend Jeff wrote this song, and then I made it my version. That's the one online. But this is what one day in the band Bad Fusion that we had together. It was me and Aaron sitting on the ground, just chilling before practice. And Jeff said, hey, I wrote this song. And we were left speechless at the end of it. And I keep playing it because I find it so wonderful and heart-wrenching. Here's a song called Ill's Descent. And it goes like this.
never good for you or me. And if you decide to settle, would you decide on me? 'Cause barely now am I able to contend with the scene. And conversely, TV cable isn't worth the disease. But I'm king of the world. Let's go to the park and dance with the dead. Late night after dark. Yeah, I'm king of the world. Let's go to the park and dance with the dead. Late night after dark. On a 5-minute holiday, anyone can afford the break. And if it's bone, then we'll all just say, que sera, serate. Yeah, I'm king of the world. Let's go to the park and dance with the dead. Late night after dark. Yeah, I'm king of the world. Let's go to the park and dance with the dead. Late night after dark. Yeah, I'm king of the world. Yeah, I'm king of the world.
Thank you. Thank you. What a ridiculous. He played it on bass. And so, like, it was a deep, just in this small room. Ugh. And his voice, he's like pure 90s grunge voice. Someday I'll sing like him. Ever heard of Modesto, California? I just want to. I want for anyone who can't hear the room. I said anyone familiar with Modesto, California, and everyone just laughed. So we accept that. Us Modestans. It's just how it is. So I grew up in Modesto. I was born in San Francisco, but we moved when I was a baby. And the song is called Modesto, California. I realized today, it's a very short song, and I always wondered if I should write more. I think I'm going to do like an electronica twist at the end, but I don't know. I was thinking like country electronica or something. So, Modesto, California.
It's a lonely, lonely race to the bottom of yourself, even if you make it to the other side of you. 'Cause you'll find out you're just the same on both sides. Hey, that's alright. And I'll do my best not to disturb the surface tension of these quiet summer nights. Man, I miss my past. Man, I miss my past. Miss my past. Miss my past. Miss my past.
Yeah. Thank you. Next song. The original chords. Were you trying to eat the light? Oh, sorry. I mean, it's what I would have done at your age. How does this blue light taste? Not as good as purple. Who am I? My brain had to reboot, so it's off. Now it's back on. Loading system. Oh, the original song that I wrote with my friend Lindsay were these chords. That's too hard for me to sing, so. I played these ones. This is a song called Could Have Told You That. It's about dating apps and trying to date. And it goes like this. And this one is on Spotify to stream, just like Ill's Descent.
I'm not really ready, but I know I still want you. Cause having something's better than nothing at all. Or so they say. I am part ghost and part corporeal. Generally more present than I'd like to be. And I guess I could have told you that I'm still just working things out, yeah. And I know you're thinking the same things. Why you said it's okay to know what you want. If it isn't complicated, then are we really trying? Are we really trying? You say I'm being stupid, and I don't think you're wrong. But I am part ghost and part corporeal. Generally more present than I'd like to be. And I guess I could have told you that I'm still just working things out, yeah. And I know you're thinking the same things. Why you said it's okay to know what you want. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It's okay to know what you want and what you don't want. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay to know what you want. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay to know what you want. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay to know what you want. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay to know what you want.
If you do a favor, can you tell people to hit exclamation point, enter all caps in the chat if they'd like to win a shirt?
Oh, I say it into the mic. I was about to text it to my friends. Could you text your friends, your two friends?
It's time limited.
Exclamation point,
Enter.
enter, all caps. If you type exclamation point, enter, all caps into the chat, you could win a shirt. You could also get a mysterious surprise of some other kind later in your life that no one here is liable for. Patent pending. I think I want to say patent pending more often at the end of things. Like, why not? Patent pending. I need to get a friend named Pat, or Patton, to see if he's showing up. And I didn't really think this joke through, but something patent pending his arrival. I only have 3 more songs, if that's okay with the Echoplex corporate team. Big Echoplex. Calling them out. It's about time. What super PACs donate to you? Answer the question. This one dude who likes us, so subs on subs. This is a very old song that I wrote with my friend Lindsay. It's called Kissing Palms. It was kind of me calling myself out for not really leaning into this relationship that I knew I didn't want to be into. But now it's just about any kind of unreciprocated connection. This one's on the Spotify's. There's an electronica version and a rock version. And someday I'll record this acoustic version. This is Kissing Palms. If you won't kiss me goodbye, I won't kiss you in private. No, don't feel ashamed for not feeling the same way. But you should feel ashamed for leading me astray. Was it me that led you? I couldn't say I didn't mean to. Kissing palms hide the light from the crimson burnt in the lines, twitching movements, our last moments spent alive. Alive, 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 alive. After you kissed me goodbye, you turned back one last time to keep me from crying. I lied to myself, 'cause you won't feel a thing when I try to say I didn't mean to hurt you, 'cause I couldn't if I tried.
alive, alive, alive.
Woo! I just wooed myself. Damn. The art of self-wooing. Now I have 3 more songs. Because there's no way I'm skipping this bad boy. Thank you, Echoplex. I hope people are checking out more of just everything that y'all are doing. I have really big love and appreciation for those who support local music and art and just people trying to express. So, appreciate y'all. Hope people are hanging out and being goofy in the chats. That's what chats are for.
Mandy won the shirt.
What Mandy? MJ Groves.
That's rad. Congrats to Mendizimo. For anyone interested in discovering more up-and-coming artists, check out Mandy Groves. I'm appreciating right now, I don't know if this is really happening, but that she's throwing that in the face of Aaron, whom I'm assuming also tried to maybe win, or anyone else. Okay. I feel like the last song was kind of too upbeat, so I'd like to really bring it down a bit. This is a song called In Ways. I was in a very painful relationship in college, and when you have struggles with self-image and self-esteem, you might even believe that like something very unhealthy is just normal and okay, that it actually may never get better than that. I'm telling you right now, it does. But shortly after that relationship ended, I was really struggling to move on. I wrote some songs in that time, and this is one of them about trying to move on but struggling with that. So.
In ways I know, in ways I don't show the truth. I know I do lie like you, though I don't mean to, and I am mean to for you. Why say it again? Why beat you to death? I should let you live. I like to think that I have that control, but all I know about right and wrong and what I want won't belong. I am here. Yeah, I have moved, but never on. find love like yours. And I can only hope that you are right for me. I don't know how to draw, but I'll make the line near. Anything at all to keep you close to me. But all I know about right and wrong, what I want don't belong. I am here. Yeah, I have moved, but never run.
What a lovely song. What's the cat's name? Hamish. I thought you said something else. Sorry. It's hecka funny. Mm-hmm. Thank you for all those hanging out and watching and supporting local musics. Technically now I have 3 more songs for the last time, if that's okay. And they're, yeah, okay. So, how are you doing, audience? I'm doing well. I heard the audience is doing well. How are you? Goop. I got a thumbs up. This song is about how I, at the time and still now, often feel like I have no idea where I'm going, that I'm still at square one, even though I've traveled thousands of miles. And feeling how precious time is, and I want to do the best I can, but that's overwhelming to try to do the best you can all the time. The song's called Patterns and Themes.
I'm on my own now, same as I was before, though I feel lost. Could and hand out. Bedtime confessionals and regression rituals. Yeah, I'm just a remake, remade. Only damn to this lie if I don't follow through. Patterns and themes. I've learned to love fantasizing as I'm falling asleep with dreams I won't keep. Watching the graves, how quickly sand can fall. Hands empty yet full. Hands empty yet full. Hands empty yet full. Whoa. Yeah. So, I have songs to play. This song, I'm now realizing, is literally about the exact same feeling, but said in a different way. So, that one was like hopeful, like, my hands, like, they feel empty, but they're full. I just need to recognize how full, like how much, privilege and opportunity and time I have. That was what we just did. Now we're going into inescapable suffering because you're stuck in your patterns, or at least recognizing you don't want to be stuck in those patterns. This song is called Escape Velocity, and similar to my song Kissing Palms, there's an electronica version and a full kind of rock band version. You're only allowed to listen to one of them. So once you've chose one, please don't listen to the other one. Well, if you are someone who's observing and is like your own self thinking about making things, do it. Do it just for your own self. Maybe share it, but also just doit. Sometimes when I see the words do and it together, I put them together and think doit. And that's just a thing about me I want people to know. Okay. So here's the song Escape Velocity. I have this one, then I'm doing my song Reaching after that. And then that's the end of my set. So, Escape Velocity. Begging out loud. running late. Fit in a mask before I help anyone. Don't get me wrong, don't get me at all. I'm looking for a wake-up calling. Well, I've been there, my friend. And I'll be here every day until the end. Obsessed with doing the right thing. So I don't really have time for this. Escape velocity will bring you to your knees. Begging out loud for release. I'm out of breath and running late. Fit in a mask before I help anyone. Don't get me wrong, don't get me at all. I'm looking for a wake-up calling. I'm out of breath and running late. Fit in a mask before I help anyone. Don't get me wrong, don't get me at all. I'm looking for a wake-up calling. So I don't really have time for this. So I don't really have time for this.
Thank you. My fingies is cold, but the song must be played. For anyone, I don't know if the stream can see my glass of water that I've hit several times but haven't knocked over. I live on the edge. I don't live on the edge. That's a lie. I set things on the edge, and I live far away from them, and I knock them over eventually. Just your daily mortality reminder. Mortality check. Oh, yeah, that's okay. That wasn't mine. That someone else said that in the room. I have to give credit to that. That's awesome. This song is called "Reaching." It is on the streamings. My cord is a little bit sensitive. Oof, that's rough. Okay, I'll just do my best to play this song, but also physically not move to upset my guitar. So Reaching was the other song. I wrote two at the end of that really rough relationship. And this one is me talking to myself, kind of reviewing the experience to myself and kind of asking, like, if you're really committed to moving on, then, like, do it. So that's what this song is about. Thank you again to Echoplex. This is my last track, Reaching. Fuck that. Oh, sorry. Forget that. This intro is so sick. If I mess it up, then I must redo. Okay. Thank you. This is my song, Reaching. And that's your cue if you have any cleaning to do at home to get cleaning. This was subliminal, obvious message. But yeah, thank you all for hanging out. It was fun playing songs and interview-wising. And my name's Matthew Torres. Feel free to chat with me on any of my socials. And check out Echoplex. Check out this show every Tuesday. And all the other shows. Is there something else I should do before we go to other things? Okay. Just making sure.
I've been here before, and I will be here again if you don't mind. I am out of sync in this city where walk lines define your dance, your time. Escape velocity, agreeing to your needs. Begging out loud for I'm out of breath, I'm running late, filling a mask before I help anyone. Don't get me wrong, don't get me at all. I'm looking for a wake-up calling. I've been there, my friend. And I'll be here every day until the end. Obsessed with doing the right thing. So I don't really have time for this. Escape velocity, agreeing to your needs. Begging out loud for I'm out of breath and running late, filling a mask before I help anyone. Don't get me wrong, don't get me at all. I'm looking for a wake-up call.
Did you know Echoplex has a 24-hour stream? That's right. Check out our 24/7 music stream at echoplexmedia.com/live or at eplex.xyz. Our huge self-submitted local music library plays the best tunes the Bay Area has to offer, and commercial free, well, except for ours, and even by request. Check out the player on echoplexmedia.com or at eplex.xyz. Bookmark it and enjoy it all day. Echoplex is very supportive of our local music scene, and we hope you enjoy the soundtrack they've so graciously sent in for us to play on our network. If you like who you hear, please go check them out. The names of the artists are displayed on the player at echoplexmedia.com and at eplex.xyz.